1 of the National Football League. And we've got a couple teams searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the Bills and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night primetime.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign. Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Throwing again on second down. Pickett, that's out to the flat for Gibson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now we've got a third down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Allen now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me?
Touchdown, Falcons! George Pickens, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Pickett. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. call it a gain of a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Pickett. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. He had to force the field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw taken in by London. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll throw again with Pickett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Finds Pickens out right. Touchdown! George Pickens. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen going to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Falcon football. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints, as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be the one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half, and this tells the story right here. As a unit, negative yards passing through 2 quarters of play. That is something you almost never see. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half.
He's got a man complete. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago, as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Pickett now from the gun here. Right back to Pitts again. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Every Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Now Pickett on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Singletary to get the drive started, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised him and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and he fires one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there, and a Falcon 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd, here's Algier. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Algier will try to pick it up. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Cool now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Allen again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is taken at about the 14. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Algier. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you can hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for the Falcons, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
What I never do.